So my dear guys, we are talking about the chapter audit and auditors. You also call it company audit. This chapter starts from section 139 to 148. That is how long this chapter is. Okay, 39 to 48. And that is the last. Because from 149 onwards, your CA final syllabus begins. Okay, let's talk about 139 first. Appointment of auditors. What does the provision say? My God, you see 139, the size of 139, this is subsection 1, subsection 2, then subsection 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6, and then 7, and then 8, and then 9, and then 10, and then 11. 2.5 pages approximately, sir. This is the big section. Do we need to remember this entire section? Of course, yes. Sir, we need to by heart this entire section? Of course, yes. Sir, how can we by heart this entire section? Let's see. Let's read it first. Let's try to understand what it is trying to say. Then we will talk about how to by heart, when to by heart, what is the what is the trick to by heart, everything we will talk about. Subject to the provisions of this chapter, what are they saying? Every company shall, at the first AGM of the company, at the first AGM, for whom they are saying? Every company. Every means each and every type of company. At the first AGM of the company, they are saying appoint an individual or a partnership firm. You should appoint them as an auditor of your company. Okay. Who shall hold office from the conclusion of that meeting, because he is appointed in the first AGM. So when that meeting will get over, that time his term will start. So the first meeting is getting over. His term starts from the end of the first meeting till the conclusion of the sixth AGM. So first AGM, his term starts. So second AGM, his 1 year will get over. Second AGM, 1 year. Third AGM, second year. Fourth AGM, third year. Fifth AGM, fourth year. And sixth AGM, fifth year. So can I say the term will be of 5 years? Clear? And thereafter, till the conclusion of every sixth AGM, and the manner and procedure of selection of auditors as may be prescribed. So his term will be what? Always the term will be from the end of the first AGM till the end of the sixth AGM. Correct? Whenever he is appointed, that will be the first AGM. From that AGM till the end of sixth AGM, his term will be there. So term will be of 5 years. Okay, relax. Provided further that before such appointment is made, you need to obtain a written consent of the auditor. Okay, so this is something we should highlight. Written consent of the auditor shall be required. Correct? And a certificate from him, or if that the appointment if made shall be in accordance with the conditions as prescribed, shall be obtained from the auditor. So basically, whenever you are appointing any auditor, you should not forcefully appoint any auditor. Like I cannot select ABC and company, you will be my auditors. But ABC and company are saying we don't want to be your auditors, then you cannot appoint them. So a written consent should be obtained along with a certificate that they are eligible and they want to be appointed as our auditors. Provided also that the certificate shall also indicate that the auditor satisfies the criteria given under section 141. Eligibility will come. We'll talk about that. Provided also that the company shall inform the auditor concerned or his or its appointment, and also file a notice of such appointment to the ROC. Company shall inform the auditor, also file a notice of appointment with the ROC. Sir, when to file it? Within 15 days from the date of the AGM. Correct? So when in whichever AGM you are appointing the auditor, an official intimation should go to the auditor that you have been appointed as the auditor of our company, and a similar copy will be given to the ROC also to inform them that we have appointed ABC and company as the auditor. No listed company or any other company, they are saying, belonging to such class or classes shall appoint or reappoint an individual as auditor for more than 1 term, or an audit firm as auditor for more than 2 terms. So now here in the second point, what do we understand? What is the term of the auditor? term of the auditor is, if you are an individual auditor, individual chartered accountant, then your term will be maximum 5 years. And if you are an audit firm with multiple partners in the audit firm, then your audit term will be 2 terms of 5 years each. Understood? Individual, 1 term of 5 years. Partnership firm, 2 terms of 5 years each. Is that clear? Okay. Provided that an individual auditor who has completed his term, shall not be eligible to be reappointed in the same company for 5 years more from the date of completion. So naturally your term is over, and audit firm, they are saying after 2 terms, right? So audit firm has completed, shall not be eligible for reappointment in the same company for 5 years from the completion of such term. Such term means 5 plus 5. Correct? Provided further that as on the date of appointment, no audit firm having a common partner or partners or other audit firm whose tenure has expired in the company immediately preceding financial year shall be appointed as auditor in the same company for 5 years. So what are they saying? Cooling period equal to 5 years. If you are an audit firm, in that case, no particular audit firm whose term is over can be reappointed for 5 years. Plus, if I am a partner in your audit firm, I am also a partner in some another audit firm. Understood? That another audit firm can also not be cannot be appointed as auditor of this company for 5 years because common partners are there. Provided also that every company existing on or before the commencement of the act, which is required to comply with the provisions, shall comply with the requirements of the subsection, within which a period which shall not be how much later than the first AGM held. Sir, what does this mean? I don't know. What does this mean? No idea. Chalo, I'll tell you. I am an individual. Okay, my term will be how much? 5 years as per the provisions of the new Companies Act. So suppose I am doing the audit of any company. Since say 10 years, or another example 7 years, another example 5 years, another example 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, or 1 year. Understood? So I can I still continue in this company as an auditor? Yes or no? They are saying if you are already doing the audit of this company, you are an individual already doing since last 10 years. Sir, how is it possible? He can do only for 5 years. 5 years is the provision that came as per the new provision or new company. Old Companies Act, there was no limit. No limit. Anybody was doing audit for any number of time. I remember I did an audit of a particular company where we were the auditors of that company for the last 88 years. Imagine, my audit firm was run by the 4th generation chartered accountant. Okay, can you imagine? So in this case, what they are saying, as per the new law, maximum 5-year provision is, which means what? If you are already an auditor of a particular company for more than 5 years, for example, first 10 years, can you continue with that audit firm as an auditor? Yes, maximum 3 years. This is what? Transition period. Within 3 years, you have to leave that company. You cannot leave the company immediately. Understood? So maximum 3 years time. 7 years, same, maximum 3 years because it is more than 5. 5 years completed. So 3 years transition period you can get. Sir, if 4 years are completed, then you tell me. 4 years are completed, but you can do the audit for total 5 years. So 1 year you can stay there. If I have been the auditor since last 3 years, then 2 more years, because 5 years is the calculation. 3 years here and 4 years here. Total will be how much? 13, 10, 8. This is where I was already the auditor for more than 5 years. Yes or no? I was already the auditor. My line. I was already the auditor for more than 5 years. But if I was auditor for less than 5 years, then I cannot cross the limit of 5. You see that? Yes or no? Now answer is clear. Concept is understood. This is what they are trying to explain in this point. There, I will mark this point for you. Important. Sure. Provided also that nothing contained in this subsection shall prejudice the right of the company to remove any auditor. Or the right of the auditor to resign from the office. So within this period, if the company wants to remove him, of course you can remove him. If the auditor wants to resign, of course you can resign. Legally, law has given you time, transition period of 3 years if you are already there for more than 5 years. Okay, fine. Subject to the provisions of this act, members of the company may resolve to provide, means they can pass a resolution for what? First, in an audit firm appointed by it, the auditing partner and his team shall be rotated. So they can say if there are 4 partners in your audit firm, we are appointing you for 5 years, correct? But every year a new partner will be responsible or signing the audit financial statements of our company, the audit report. We want new partner every year to do the audit. You can do that. The audit shall be conducted by more than one auditor. That also condition company can impose. Understood? Then it is up to auditor. Auditor says, no, I am not comfortable with that. I will not take the audit of your firm, of your company. Fair enough. Nobody is forcing anybody over here. Central government may by rules specify the manner in which the companies shall rotate their auditors as per subsection 2. Firm includes LLPs also. So when I say individuals and firms means LLP also. Okay. So only a simple point they are saying central government may also prescribe rules for rotation of the auditor. Simple. Okay. Fine. Notwithstanding anything that is contained under the subsection 1 above, in case of a government company or any other company which is owned and controlled by the government, central, state, whatever, they are saying who will appoint the auditor? The Comptroller and Auditor General of India shall, the CAG shall appoint the auditor. Understood? CAG shall appoint the auditor by appointing any person who is duly qualified to be appointed as an auditor. Then they are saying this particular appointment shall be done within a period of 180 days. Okay. So here they are talking about appointment of auditor in case of a government company. Appointment of auditor in case of government company within 180 days from the commencement of the financial year. Okay. Who shall hold the office till the conclusion of the AGM. So next AGM, he will be appointed. Okay, fine. Patience. Notwithstanding anything given in the previous subsection, that is subsection 1 also, first auditor of a company. Which company? Not government company, normal company. Who will appoint? Appointed by the board of directors. When will they appoint? 30 days from the date of registration. Okay. But if board of directors failure of board of directors to appoint, it shall inform the members of the company. The members of the company within 90 days by calling extraordinary general meeting, they will appoint the auditor. This is for what? This is for the first auditor. First auditor of a normal company, not government company. Okay. Relax. Lot of provisions are there. Notwithstanding anything contained under 1 or 5 that we did above. In case of government company, okay, government company, they are saying first auditor shall be appointed by CAG only. So that we already know, sir. No, that provision which we did they specify first auditor over there? No. So that was for the second, third, fourth, subsequent auditors of government company. Here they are talking about the first auditor of government company appointed by CAG within 60 days. Okay, fine. And if the CAG does not appoint, if the CAG does not appoint, In case CAG does not appoint, then who will appoint? The board of directors of the company will appoint within next 30 days. Okay. And what if the board of directors also do not appoint? Then board of directors not appoint, then members of the company will appoint in next 60 days by calling same extraordinary general. Oh, sir, a lot of provisions we did over here. Of course, we did a lot of provisions. I am telling you, listen to the provisions, read the provisions, try to understand. I will make your life very, very easy. Don't worry about that. Okay. Any casual vacancy created. Sir, what is casual vacancy? See, casual vacancy means what, you know? Casual vacancy means vacancy created by death, removal, or resignation. By death, removal, or resignation, and all these things have happened when? These things have happened before expiry of the term. So if your term is getting over and they are removing you when your term is getting over, that is no problem. They are removing, they will appoint somebody else. That is normal vacancy. But before the term gets over itself, if you are being removed or you resign from that company, from the auditorship, or else you are no more, rest in peace. That is a case of casual vacancy. And if there is a casual vacancy, then what should we do? That let's see in this provision. In case of casual vacancy, the provision says, in case of a company other than government company, what is the provision? It shall be filled by the board of directors. So some another person should be appointed as auditor by the board of directors within 30 days. Okay. If casual vacancy is because of resignation of director, but if it is because of resignation of director, then while filling the casual vacancy by board of directors, yes, it shall also be approved by the company at the general meeting. Company means shareholders at the general meeting within a period of 3 months from the date of recommendation by board. Understood? What will be the term? He will hold office till the next AGM. Term of the auditor, you are appointed in the middle of the year because the previous auditor died, left, or was removed. Correct. So now we are appointing you over here, but your term will be till next general meeting, because when general meeting will come, our shareholders will come, they will do the appointment of the auditor. In case of company like government company, so we'll write in case of company like government company, this casual vacancy is filled by CAG itself within a span of 30 days. If in case CAG does not fill, then board of directors will fill the casual vacancy in the next 30 days. Clear? Normal company, board of directors will fill. Government company, CAG will fill. If CAG does not fill, BOD will fill. Both cases, if board of directors or CAG, anybody does not fill, general meeting will be called upon, shareholders will come, shareholders will appoint. That will become your normal process. Okay. Subject to the provisions of subsection 1 and the rules made thereunder. So whatever we did under subsection 1, subject to them, retiring auditor may be reappointed at the AGM first if he is not disqualified for reappointment. If it is an individual and your 5 years are over, you cannot be reappointed. Correct. Second, he has not given a company any notice expressing his unwillingness, meaning he has not specified that I don't want to be reappointed only in this company. No, nothing like that has happened. Third, a special resolution has not been passed in the company, in any meeting of the company, that we don't want to reappoint such person, we want to remove such person. Then they are saying in the new point, where at any AGM, no auditor is appointed or reappointed, existing auditor shall continue to be the auditor of the company unless and until a new person is appointed. And where the company is required to constitute audit committee, section 177, of the Companies Act, CA final portion. Every company is not required to make audit committee. Only certain companies are required to make audit committee. Which companies? Listed companies compulsorily required. Unlisted companies, there are conditions. If you satisfy, you are required. Conditions, you remember I told you for independent director in the previous chapter when we talked about CSR, correct? Independent director provision, if the conditions you remember, 100 crore, 50 crore, 10 crore, same conditions are there for audit committee. You don't have to remember the conditions also, okay? Only point is, if audit committee is required in your company, in that case, all the appointments, including filling of the casual vacancy, shall be made after taking into account the recommendations of such audit committee only. Sir, what a section it is. Of course, it's a big section. It's a huge section. Sir, what did we study in this section? I will tell you what did we study in this section. Look here. We studied about the term of the auditor. We studied about the term of individual auditor also, partnership firm or LLP also, who is an auditor. We also talked about whether auditor can be reappointed or not. Correct. We also talked about this provision is applicable from 2013 law onwards. So before that, if I was the auditor of a company for more than 5 years or more than 10 years, then how many years more I can continue? One thing. Second thing, we also talked about what over here? Second thing, sir, we also talked about appointment of the auditor, first auditor of government company, appointment of first auditor of a normal company, appointment of a subsequent auditor of a government company, appointment of a subsequent auditors of normal company. We also talked about removal can be done over here. Of course, in detail, we did not talk. In detail, separate section will be there. But removal or resignation at any time is possible. There is no problem over there. You can remove any auditor at any time. Also, your auditor can resign from any company at any time. For resignation, also a separate section is there. Only the pointers are given over here that these are the rights that the auditor has at the time of after being appointed as auditors. On the top of it, we also said that if casual vacancy is created because of death or removal or resignation, in that case, who will fill the casual vacancy? In case of normal company also, and who will fill the casual vacancy in case of a government company also. So many things we have already seen over here. Now what we are supposed to do? Now what we are supposed to do? What you are supposed to do? First, read this. Understand this. Try to make a note of this. Once this is done, once you read the points, I will summarize this section for you in the easiest possible manner. Don't worry about it. Okay. But before I summarize it for you, I need you to read it, grasp it, understand it. Then we can go. Okay. I'll give you 2 minutes, maybe 3, but read it properly. Mark, highlight the words only which I have highlighted. Those words will be helping us for creating a summary. Okay. Your time starts now. Ready, guys? Come on. Well, let's get on the top once again. Sir, it was good, kind of easy. We understood little bit, but how do we remember? Relax. Here comes your solution to your problems. See, guys, we talked about the appointment of the first auditor. We talked about appointment of subsequent auditor. So first auditor, subsequent auditor. Okay, where did we talk about them? We talked about in case of government company, in case of other company for first auditor, in case of government company and other company for subsequent auditor also. So that is also clear. First auditor, government other, your subsequent auditors, government other. That much is clear. Okay. First auditor, government other, subsequent auditor, government other. Where did we talk about them? We talked about them in the subsection number 7, 6, 5 and 1. 7, 6, 5 and 1. So your 4 subsections over here which we are covering is 7, 6, 5 and 1 in this entire table. What did we talk about? Sir, first auditor, government company, subsection 7. First auditor, other company, subsection 6. Subsequent auditor, government company, subsection 5. Subsequent auditor of any other company, subsection 1. We talked about. Okay. What do they say? What is the provision given over there? If you understand what is written over there, they said first auditor, government company appointed by CAG within 60 days. Within 60 days. If CAG fails, then will be appointed by BOD in the next 30 days. If BOD also fails, then will be appointed by shareholders in the next 60 days again. Correct? So 60, 30, 60. What is it? 60, 30, 60. Everybody, 60, 30, 60. Now, other company. Your first auditor of other company. What does the provision say? Other company means CAG will not come. CAG will not come means BOD will come. They will appoint within the first 30 days. If they fail, then shareholders extraordinary general meeting will be called and they will appoint within a span of 90 days. Clear, easy, everybody? So what is it? 60, 30, 60, 30. 60, 30, 60, 30. What is 60 and 30? 90. Number of days is clear? 60, 30, 60, 30. What is it? 90. Sir, subsequent auditor of a government company will be appointed by, of course, government company means CAG will appoint. How many days? 60, 30, 60, 30. 60, 30, 90. 90, 90, 180. Double. Double of 90, 180. Clear? So 180 days for CAG to appoint subsequent auditors. And subsequent auditors of all other companies will be appointed by the shareholders at the AGM itself. At every AGM, they will decide whether they want to continue with the same auditor or they want to change and appoint somebody else as the auditor. Appointment of normally first auditor, whether government company or other company, and also in case of first or other auditors appointed by government company, always remember term will be till the next general meeting. Till the next general meeting. Easy. And the term of auditor in case of normal company and normal auditors, not first one, second, third, fourth, fifth, 100th, whatever number of auditor it is, term will be from the end of the first AGM till the end of the 6th AGM. That is a span of 5 years. That will be one term. If you are individual, this will be your term. After that we talked about cooling period of 5 years. And if you're a firm or LLP, then for you the provision will be same. First AGM, end of first AGM till the end of 6th AGM. So 5 years. Again, from that 6th AGM, that will be your first AGM again till the end of the 6th AGM. From there, one more term of 5 years, and then cooling period of 5 years, meaning you will not be appointed as auditor or you will not work in any capacity related to the auditor with the company for a period of 5 years. Is that clear? That is what we talked about, correct? So what did we cover? We covered appointment also. We covered term also. We talked about reappointment also. Correct? Everybody? Okay. Now, one more concept we have to talk about. Auditors, as we already talked about, I will just show you. Auditors, in case of individuals, the term is one term of maximum 5 years, then cooling period of 5 years. Partnership firms. When I talk about partnership firms, I will also include and LLP over here. For them, the term will be one term of 5 years, then reappointment of one term for next 5 years. One term 5 years, reappointment of one term 5 years, and then cooling period of 5 years will be imposed. Thereafter, the provision says, sir, if ABC and company are the auditors of Reliance and their term is getting over, after their term gets over, can Reliance appoint BCD and company as their new auditors? Answer is no, because in ABC and BCD, B and C are what? Common partners. And if common partners are there, both the firms will stand as disqualified and they cannot be appointed during the cooling period of 5 years. They cannot be appointed. Is that clear? Also, another important provision we talked about, casual vacancy. Who will fill the casual vacancy? We said in case of government company, of course, CAG will be there. In case of normal company, board of directors will be there. CAG will fill within 30 days. Normal company, board of directors will fill within 30 days. CAG fails, then board of directors will fill in the next 30 days. But if casual vacancy is due to resignation, then approval by board of directors of the shareholders shall be taken within the next 3 months. Remember, person appointed in case of casual vacancy is a temporary auditor only. His term will be till the upcoming general meeting only. Once the general meeting comes, then shareholders will decide whether such person should continue or he should not continue. Is that clear, everybody now? Yes or no? Clear? I hope this has helped you to memorize and understand the section rather easily. Understood? This is what we studied basically in this chapter. In this section. Chapter is far from getting over. Clear? Now I hope you have understood this section. If it has been easier for you, if this has made your life any easy, I'm very happy. You can tell me, sir, it was easy for me. Even if you appreciate, I will feel motivated to do something more better for you. Yes, always have a note of this, copy this down, and then we will talk about the new section in the next video. First, copy this, make a note of this, copy this in your notes properly, perfectly, and then we will do it fast. the provision that we talked about for individuals, now it is maximum 5 years. So if you have been doing audits since more than 5 years, then you can get 3 years maximum. Otherwise, your total should not exceed 5 from now on. Okay, guys. I hope that was clear. And now we go on to the next section in the next video.